are we live? Hopefully it's working today without any problems. Let me just load up the chat here. Assuming everything's gone to plan. Okay, I think it's all good now. Perfect. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just going to put the thumbnail on the video. Just give me a second, guys. It's a pain that you need to do this because people on the PC, they can have all this ready from the start, the thumbnail, all the details. Whereas on the PS4, I have to enter everything every time as I'm doing it. So let me put the details in just now. We'll solve this problem one day in the future when I don't have to, when I can actually schedule everything. Of May, it's this one here. I put the game in Dreams. There we go. Okay, I think it's all saved now. Just bring the chat up again here on the iPad. So how's everyone doing today? Doing well, I hope. The good thing about tomorrow is that normally I have to work a little bit extra, but tomorrow I don't. So I can do another proper stream tomorrow as well. Hello Isaac Clyde! First as always. Very nice to see you again. Hello Stu, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I always spell Isaac wrong, I know, it's a common mistake. I used to do the same as well. Hey Stu, don't worry, a lot of people do, I know. I think it's just because the way you pronounce it, you kind of think Isaac, you know? You feel like the S is a little bit stronger than the A. So I think people try and just spell it that way, to be honest. I've spelled it wrong a lot of times. Even when I'm trying to write like the Binding of Isaac, and for some reason I always seem to spell it wrong. So let me just put out this tweet here. Hopefully we're all good to go. Okay, I think we're good now. So yeah, like I said, nowadays I'm updating the thumbnail, so now anybody that comes to the video, they're going to actually see the proper thumbnail. It's not just going to be a random picture now. We're actually going to see the nemesis with the under construction in the title, all that kind of stuff. So it's all done now, and I just put out a tweet. I'm starting to put out tweets every day now. It's something that I kind of neglected when I did the streams, so I'm going to try to keep doing it so often. Just as I'm on Twitter just now, I'm just seeing some news here. Apparently there is a Dreams VR test happening. It's a small user test program. Apparently there's more details tomorrow. So if anybody has PlayStation VR, you may be able to beta test the VR update for Dreams, which sounds pretty cool. It doesn't relate to me because I don't have a VR headset, but for anyone that does, check out for more news tomorrow. and you might get a nice little surprise, I think. Hey Small Who Man, welcome back. I was just in a Hypertronic stream and Danny88 joined and told him to play his level, Mem City or something. Oh god, well I wonder if he's going to make an appearance today. But like I always tell people, like, I don't play levels when I do the create streams, unless I have like some time at the very end. But I try and keep the streams more themed so that we don't get too confused what's going on. What was yeah, I didn't even know Hypertronic streamed either. He's like a music guy, isn't he? I don't know if he's ever came in this stream before. Maybe sometimes he's dropped in and said hello. But I've not seen him here in a while. It's called Dream Surfing and Chill. I know, you can't exactly chill with Danny, can you? Him and his mad pizzas. Hey Kaneki, welcome back. What did I miss? Nothing, no, we just started the stream, to be honest, a little bit later today. I had to sort out a few things, you know, I had a late meal, so I had to sort of tidy things up. And my hair is just like, the quarantine is taking its toll on me. It's getting worse every week. Did you guys know there's VR icons on the Dreams icon list thingy? No, I don't know if you got here when I just mentioned, but there's going to be a beta VR test for Dreams. They're going to give more information about it tomorrow, so if anyone has VR, make sure you check out for that and sign up. Hopefully it's pretty cool. Not much so far. What was that monster there? Oh, that's John Jerry Steve. He's like the mascot for this project. Just don't look at his leg. He's very sensitive about that thin leg of his. Everything else is pretty beast, isn't it? You know, he's very misunderstood. People think that he is a really bad guy. You know, really menacing, but he's really nice. He's just very misunderstood. Poor John Jerry Steve. And throughout the game, you're actually going to collect John Jerry Steve figurines, little small versions of them. And if you collect them all, you're going to unlock a special John Jerry Steve bonus chapter in the game. Hopefully I've got enough time to make that. If not, it will come in an update, a future update to the game. Are you going to add the Bovaretronic? Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create like the main sort of playroom. So all your typical toys, stuff like that. In here, I'm going to create like a little, kind of like a little storage unit that maybe has like board games and things inside. And then outside, there's going to be like this abandoned closet where all the, you know, the unused or unloved toys go. So I'm going to put Bovaretta in there, and she's going to be in the darkness at the back like that. I'm like, why does nobody love me? Good old John Jerry Steve. I know he's going to be with us till the end of time, I think. John Jerry Steve, that's the one. Yeah. Hey LJ Con, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, he's not really a monster. He's a sexy beast. Well, whatever you want to see. The one who made it did a damn good job, to be honest. Yeah, he was Delirium, he's called. I can't say his full name because his full name's like X-Delirium-X or something. So yeah, he makes a lot of survival horror and horror stuff as well. Especially he imports a lot of sound effects and stuff. So he's pretty handy for this kind of genre. He comes into the stream every so often, so maybe we'll get to see him today. Usually he likes to join the survival horror stream since that's his kind of thing. Hello Alpha Werewolf, nice to see you again. You must have been busy for a while, still cutting the grass, really long grass. LB, I dare you to add the new, what does that say, Akasha to the jukebox. The new Akasha, whose track is this? Yeah, that's the one. XX/X/X/X-XXXX-XXXX/Delirium. That's the one. That's the one. Don't forget all the X's on the opposite side of the name as well. It's before and after. But I'm just gonna call him Delirium because it's a lot easier. MCM Gui, let's call him. Why do you dare me to add this track? Is there something wrong with this track? Something that I need to know about? I'm warning you. Right, let me get another door here. So I didn't really map out this properly, but I got a slightly better idea of where everything's going to be. So there's going to be like a little connecting supply room in here, I guess. And this is going to be a separate room in here. It's basically just going to be like board games and some extra toys that they just don't have space for. And then the separate room is going to be the unloved storage room. So I guess that's pretty much what the three main rooms we're going to focus on. This is going to be the biggest room. This one is going to be quite small, and the other one a little bit bigger. So hopefully we'll get all of these done today. Then it means tomorrow we can do some of the wards for the children, the children's wards. And the lobby, if we'll get time, we'll do the lobby tomorrow. And then it pretty much means we've almost finished this entire building already, if we really keep up the pace. And it means next week we can focus on the underground lab, which I'm really excited to start because it's like the final stretch. Once we get all that done and out of the way, the game's pretty much designed. So it's just about going back over every area and just adding a ton of detail. And off stream I'll be working on gameplay, which I can then add to the streams, and we'll test things, and we'll see where item placements should be, where the save points should be, what kind of puzzles we're going to do, all that kind of stuff. So it's coming together. It's coming together. We'll have a proper playable game within the next couple of months, I think. Oh yeah, have you heard of this community jam with a prize pool of like $600? Maybe you can participate. Genre was horror, I think. The deadline was the 6th of June, I think. Ah yeah, you're talking about Project Genesis. Yeah, I've noticed. I actually commented on one of his posts, his YouTube posts, and I basically said, look, the deadline was like a month, but by the point where I read that message, there was like almost 3 weeks left. And I said to him, look, if you want someone to make something proper fire in 3-4 weeks, for most solo creators, I just don't think it's going to happen. Because you think about it, if someone makes a really good dream, they need to dedicate like every day of their life, and people just don't have that time. So I was just thinking back to like the old Little Big Planet competitions. There used to be like 2 or 3 months for people to create. I felt like that was a good time frame. Gives you enough time to actually think of a concept, plan out the game, then design the game, and then, you know, polish it up and test it and things like that. So I think like you need more than a month. And then I also made the point that if there are teams joining this contest, the teams are going to completely blitz all the solo creators. Because you think about it, if there's like 3 or 4 people working on a dream, they're going to stand a much bigger chance of winning than a solo creator. So I left that big comment in one of his posts, and then he made another post saying like some people mentioned that there's not enough time and that the teams might damage the solo players, and I'm like, that's me, I said that. So I think he put out a vote, and I don't know what the vote stands at, but I think he's considering extending the deadline for the competition by an extra month, which I think is a really good idea. And if that's the case, maybe I will enter. I did speak to Isaac and I think Small Human. I mentioned that I was going to make like another first-person horror game, because that way I don't need to put too much detail into logic with like combat and stuff like that. I can just try and make a really scary or unique horror experience. Because he was looking for something like the Twilight Shift, and in the Twilight Shift it's basically just like a walking simulator with some horror elements. There's no real gameplay to it, and people loved that level. So if I can make something kind of similar to that, I think I could definitely finish something in time for his competition. And who knows, I mean, like, I'm at that stage now where I really want to improve the stream. I need to save up money and try and get a proper streaming PC so that I can do more with the streams, and I won't have the PS4 causing us problems all the time. And it means I can stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, extending our reach. And it also means I can also do like giveaways as well. I can actually start doing giveaways, which I think would be really cool, to try and give back to the community in some kind of extra way. But obviously we're just starting that, because the channel recently got monetized, which is really good. So you might notice some ads when you join the stream or when you watch a video. So all of that is going to help, obviously, grow the channel. And we also have super chat now, and next to the messages there you should see a super chat. It basically lets you write a message which stays at the top of the chat, and all you have to do is donate whatever you like in your message, whatever you want to say. If you just want to get noticed, if you want to promote something, or you just want to support the channel but it still have a message or even a sticker to display at the top of the chat. So it's nice that we've got all these options now, because YouTube made it pretty difficult to unlock all this kind of stuff. So I'm just happy that we've finally reached that milestone. So that's one of many milestones that we've got to. I'm gonna search here just for like a toy chest, because I realised we didn't really have one. Right, let's just get one of these. Hopefully that thermal's not going to cripple us. Okay, we've got like half a chest. Slowly, it's getting there. It's getting there. Right, that's not so bad. So I wanted to just get a chest, because obviously we need a wee toy chest. And my idea was, like, I wanted to put like a zombie clown in the level. Obviously we don't really have I don't think we'll have a zombie clown. If someone made it, that would be amazing. Let me just see. I know people hate clowns, but come on, this is a horror game, we've got to do this kind of stuff. Someone has made a zombie clown, but it's more of an animatronic. I kind of wanted to make it like a real person came to visit the children and got infected. So I think I'm just going to have to try and see if there's a clown, and then I can just remix it myself. Look at that. Look how evil that looks. Like, I could make a zombie out of that face. Let's be honest. The clown car. Even that's quite creepy. Kinda freaks me out a bit. Or nice little clown teddy. I'm sure he'll be fine. So I think I'm going to try and put in some kind of realistic clown at some point. I'm not going to do it right now because it doesn't seem to be a good clown that we can use without using too much thermal. Look at that. Jeez. That's horrifying. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. I kind of want to put like the title of the tweet that I put out. I wanted to put like a pile of like teddy bears and stuff, and then there's like this clown just sort of lying there like that, and you're like, is that like a doll or is that a zombie? You know? And at one point I want it to like disappear. So it's there 1 minute, then it's gone. I think that would be quite funny. We had this little chest, but I don't think I was going to use it. This area is just pretty much just like fleshing things out, to see what you think a playroom would like. I don't want to make this room too large. I think I'll need to sort of see what it's like to walk around. But where is our character? I don't even know where he is. Oh, there he's over there. Don't worry, he's in here. There you go. So if your character's like that and you're walking, like, I don't want you to walk for miles and miles to get to the end of this room. So I think this is kind of like a good size. If I put like a wall here, I think that'll be pretty good. We can always extend it if we find that when we're playtesting the actual level, if we find that it's too small, too large, we can change it up a little bit. And another thing that I wanted to get was like little drawings. I don't know, did I get drawings last time? I wanted like little kids' drawings, just to kind of throw around the walls and stuff. So That's quite cool. It's it looks like Sackboy, so we could probably use this. Let's see if there's any more we can use. Mr. Bean's drawing. Do you remember that from the movie? Where he accidentally ruined the painting and then he had to draw the face on the top. Whistler's mother. Oh, that's the one. Oh, that was so funny. I don't want to put that in the game though, because people will see it and they'll start laughing. So I'd rather keep it for other people. There you go. That one looks like it could be acceptable. What else can we find? It's got Deadpool in it, so probably not. I know that kind of looks like it's meant to be like Luigi, but let me see. Oh yeah, a kid totally drew that. I mean, so there's some talented kids out there, but that does look really nice, by the way. Really, really detailed. And I searched for drawing. I'm sure when I searched for painting, this never came up. So either this is a new painting, or it's really hard to search for. Could do that. Has anyone ever tried to draw in Dreams? I've never tried. I don't really use the paint tools and stuff. Colouring book, that's another one we could use as well. So I think those three should do the job, I think. Just got home from getting some lunch. Oh nice, what did you have for lunch? Do tell. Just look for it and you'll see. Oh fine, let me see. It was called what? The new cash. What? %62%. No. No thank you. Not a chance. Thanks for the suggestion though. I'm amazed he was smart enough to take your advice. To be honest, I didn't even think he would, to be honest, but hey, he did. But I didn't read anything official. I didn't see if he changed his mind or whatever, but seems like it, which is only a good thing, right? He should just extend it to 2023. I know, we'll make like a proper beast game that no one can beat. Most people will drop out of the competition by then, they'll just forget about it. That's true, still nice that he's doing it. Hope more to come in the future. Yeah, and I think it's like, it's crowdsourced as well, so I think he put like $100 into it. And then the rest of the community donated money and they increased it, and now it's like almost $700. It's insane. Insane. I'm not really sure on the rules of the competition because he keeps changing the rules, which is getting a bit confusing. So I don't know if he's going to split it in 3 ways between first, second and third, or if first gets more than second and third, you know, if there's like a percentage, or if only first gets it, because he keeps changing the rules. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that, but it would be nice to win if we can make something fire. Congratulations on the monetization, dude. Great news. Yeah, it's good. It's only going to help us grow a little bit better, I think. It's definitely going to help me save for a proper streaming PC, which means we can do more with the streams as well. You could make the zombie clown a boss. I could do. Honk honk. Here he comes. You just hear the shoes. Oh god, he's coming for me. LB, if you need me to make some cool assets for you to randomly use, tell me. Yeah, sure, I'll let you know. Right now, I'm just sort of piecing everything together. Once we get to the proper decoration side of things, I think then I'll probably look for more specific things. I only attempted drawing once, and it was a masterpiece. It was a giant onion. I've seen some people draw really cool stuff. I know it's quite varied. I mean, you can kind of get away with this because it's meant to be like a child's drawing. But to be honest, I would just draw something like this and it would look like really basic, and then I would just call it child's drawing. That way I can kind of get away with my poor drawing skills. I think with a bit of practice I could make basic but decent cover art for some songs and for upcoming LPs and EPs. By all means, try it out, see what you can do. I honestly prefer the painting tool over flex. Flex are so annoying, they randomly rotate while drawing and there's no way to stop it. I thought the painting tool basically was flex, was it not? Didn't have anything too exciting, just a spicy chicken sandwich from Burger King. Oh well. Anything, right? Could you add my new track called Corrupted Dreams to the jukebox? It's quite thermal friendly. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Hello Overworld Games, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hello Graham Malley. Welcome back as well. So let me just get some of this stuff sorted. Okay, so we don't really have any stuffed animals, so we need to get some stuffed animals. Did people actually label it stuffed animal? Yes, but look at that thermal. I hope that's not just 1%. We're good. So we've got a unicorn. We've got some kind of weird pig. It'll do. What else do we have? We've got the Mr. Molecule, which that's what I wanted to add. Then what else do we have? We get Mr. Bear. Oh god. Why do people do this? I'll never know. I'll never really know. You gotta delete your wall. Right, is this like a puppet? Because he's kind of coming to... Oh my god, he's moving! What the hell? He's alive! Well, we can't be having that. Plus the thermal, the graphical thermal was a bit too large, I think. That one looks really creepy, doesn't it? I don't know if it's meant to be, but it does look a bit creepy. Winnie the Pooh, no, we can't use Winnie the Pooh. Right, so let me... go for some more of these ones. See, a lot of these things are puppets. When really, I don't want a puppet, I just want it like a sculpt. But it'll be fine. I'm sure as long as it doesn't cripple me too much with thermal, I think it should be okay. And then we'll maybe try this dinosaur, maybe... Look, again! People... Stop putting your floor in your assets. I don't need your floor. Well, let me see how much thermal that actually used. 6%. This one used 6 as well. It's okay for now. Right, so let me bring over our character here, just to frame all this up for now. Okay, so the toy chest is a bit big. Let's reduce that a wee bit. Considering it's mostly kids that will be using this. So we'll put that there in the corner. And what I could do is I could probably like just duplicate some of these and then just like change the colour. So you would never notice. So I was just gonna make it like a corner where there's like all these kind of stuffed animals. I wanted to make them quite big. Let me see, put him in here as well. He's a puppet though, so put a big massive dinosaur in there. We'll put the MM one here. It's gonna be funny though, because I'm going to put the clown like amongst all these, and he's going to burst out, and everyone's going to crap themselves. It's going to be a great time. Right, so I'll just put all these here just now. Oh yeah, we've got the pig as well. Big piggy. Big giant piggy. With flappy legs. How very creepy this all looks, doesn't it? There's always something creepy about stuffed animals that just watch you. I mean, can you imagine that? Just they're all looking at you secretly. You know, look at those eyes. Gives me the fear. Oh, I thought you were talking about the painting feature and the sculpting mode thing. No, I think I was just talking about paint mode, I guess, when you kind of go like that, like, and you draw stuff. I've never actually used it. Is this supposed to be a bedroom? It's in the children's ward of the hospital, so this is the area where they come to just play with toys and stuff like that. So that's why there's a lot of toys, because there's a lot of children. So they, I don't even think I'm going to use this robot, to be honest. I think it, I mean, I could stop it from moving. I'm just not really liking it that much, but yeah. So I'll put, maybe we could even use like the chalk here as like it has like some kind of code on it or something. Maybe someone wrote something. Because we need to use the environment sometimes to make stuff. So I need to make it a little lower, because obviously children are small. They are midgets. So I can assume they can probably just about reach that. Maybe they can get like a wee stool or something as well. Let's see if I can search for a stool. But when I search stool, I don't want something else coming up. There we go, a proper stool. There we go. It's just a wee stupid children's stool. It's nothing fancy. In case they want to draw some stuff or stand on it or whatever. I don't know. Whatever kids do. Did you ever have chalk as a kid? Did you actually chalk on top of the boards, or did you just do it on the ground and vandalise your community? I think you vandalised, let's be honest. Oh, this one round like that maybe. Some bad children's knocked this on the ground. Bad child. It's the pediatric area, yep, that's the one. The paint tools need quite a lot of improvements. Even Microsoft Paint has a lot more power. Well, that says a lot. And welcome, Crook Vulture, hope you're doing well. Did the bear just dab? Yeah, I think it did. That's why it had to go. I agree, Vulture. LBA, could I see John Jelly's legs? You mean John Jerry? John Jerry Steve? Sure. Sure thing. I mean, I always tell you, don't look at his leg. This is your fault if you get pummeled by him. It's your fault. I always say, don't look at the leg. I warn you every time. But nobody listens. Everybody thinks it's just one big joke. Well, it's not. Let me take a couple of these. Then I can like maybe change the colour of one. Done. Move it to like that maybe. Change it a little bit. Maybe bring it over a bit like that. I still need to get a beanbag chair for the stream. One of these days it's gonna happen, I promise. Yeah, let me move that over there. These blocks are massive, aren't they? I'll make them even smaller. So, fire them about maybe. And to save the area being like this one big room that you kind of just run around, I'll try and structure it so you kind of have to go around like some of the toys and stuff. Because it might be a bit boring. You walk in, there's this massive room, you're like, where the hell do I go? So much to choose from. So I'll try and block some things off. Like I'll use this, maybe like this and this, to like block your path a little bit. You know, and put like some, maybe the robot, that's where the robot can go. Put some other things here, like some of these toys here, just to block your path, so you can't go that way. You have to go the other way. Oh, this one's actually pretty good for blocking your path as well. There's a lot of wee ducks. So now you kind of have to go around the other way. Creates more of an obstacle. Right, let's see if we can add your track then, Small Human. Let's just put in your name, maybe it's faster. We'll see. No, I don't think it was faster. Right, let me see if I can find it from your profile. Here's your disturbing characters. My god. Aren't they just beautiful? Beautiful! Right, let me see if I can find your... Was it this one? Oh. It's very cheerful, I'll say that. Okay, let me see, I'll put that there. We'll play it here. I still need to make like a proper jukebox. So here we go, Small Human making his debut in the survival horror stream. I've hardly ever used the paint tools, but it wouldn't surprise me if they needed work. How about a room where there's stuffed animals everywhere facing the wall? You look behind you and there's paintings with dead people. What? You look behind you and there's paintings with dead people? Dun dun dun. What if someone can paint me dead people when I'm painting? I can't paint, so... What if you could write on the chalkboard? Could be challenging. Could be challenging. If I think about Resident Evil, you probably can't really write something unless it's not there, then it appears. To actually make somebody freeform write something, it might be a little bit out of place. But if I can do something where the maybe you could write, but it does it automatically. Look at that, the paint's not even on the paper. It's kind of on the paper. well, I'm sure I can get away with that. If I do like a bit of an illusion, I can probably mask the fact that this is not quite on the paper. And I'll get this one as well. Beautiful. Beautiful artwork, isn't it? It just amazes me the quality that some people can output with their drawings. It's astounding. Get a wee PlayStation mat. I don't know if I should put the mat here. It's a pretty big mat. Then we've got like the wee bear mat as well. Everybody needs multiple mats. There you go. We've got 2 mats now. Sounds good to me. This definitely doesn't look like a horror game, but the environment that we're making just so happens to be in the pediatrics area of the hospital, so you know, let's just roll with it for now. HR, I don't know. Let's see. IDK. I finally got Dreams. So far, I'm still trying to get used to the controls and trying to figure out how to sculpt people's assets. Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I think Media Molecule also have some in-game tutorials just to learn how exactly the tools work. But yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't even know how to give you tips on sculpting because it's not something that I've really focused on yet. So yeah, you're probably going to have to just look on YouTube and just keep practicing, really, you know. Make mistakes. Mistakes are like the most important thing you can do, to be honest. Right, I don't even know if I'm going to fire that there, but let's just put it there for now. Need to think about what kind of floor we want to do, because it's like a children's room. We kind of want the floor to be quite colourful. I'll probably find like a different floor that we can use, but I mean, I don't know. What colour would you use for a playroom floor? Because I've seen some that are quite plain as well. Making it interactive. Yeah, we could make it interactive to an extent. Yeah, maybe there's like something that we need to figure out, but the game automatically does it for us. So like, it's like, do you want to write this? Yes, let's write something. You fill in the blanks, maybe it gives you a clue or something like that. It will definitely take a while to get used to, but good luck making things. Yeah, it definitely will. But it just takes time. Just don't give up. I have a friend that recently got Dreams as well, and he is struggling a little bit, but you know, he is improving and he hasn't given up so far. So hopefully we get to see some creations from him in the not too distant future. It's always nice to get new people to join, people that have no real connection to LBP, and you know, they just want to bring their creations to life, you know. So it would be nice to just to see more people get into Dreams. I'm just gonna like fire a few of these wee army men around. So I'll put that there, I think. It's a big ass plane, isn't it? It's huge. So I might just like change the colour of this one, just duplicate it a little bit. Because I just don't want players to to enter and get stuck between all the toys, you know. It's more for detail than anything else. I just don't want to have one big wide open room. So maybe we could do. I'll probably like make. I'll like. For example, like I would take these and I would like, you know, make some of them fall over as well. I guess it would just look a bit better. But obviously every one needs to be done separately, because like some of them are positioned a bit differently, you know. Just so they're not all perfect, but to do this you kind of need to like proper pay attention to the shape of everything, but I don't really want to spend my time doing this just now, so we'll assume it's like that. So I'll have some of the toys that are like scattered and on the floor and stuff. We'll focus on proper placement later, because right now it's all a bit neat and tidy. So I'll get more of them, I'll scatter them around, maybe I'll even break some of them, so maybe like there's a car that's missing on a wheel, or you know, the army men, one of them is like, you know, got like crayons on top of his body, you know, he's like all covered in it. That's another thing we can search for. We've got the little the colouring book. We could probably get like some crayons and stuff as well. Dog song, by the way, just before we forget. Oh wow, the crazies are banging pots and pans again. I know, never end. You're just gonna have to get used to it. The leg is juicy. Yeah, but the other one's not, so don't make fun of him, he'll come and get you. Why am I all of a sudden picturing John Jerry Steve with a pink bikini on? That's your problem, man. Like, whatever you want to see. Whatever you want to see. Remember those carpets every kid had, which was just a top-down view of a city? You should add one of those. Top-down view of a city? I don't think I ever had that. My carpet was like those really rough carpets. You know, before they got laminated flooring? It was like the carpets were so thick, you know, that you could spill juice, food, whatever. That carpet was going to be super durable. It ain't getting destroyed. And it was like really, you know, like really fluffy, like in a rough kind of way. I don't know if they still do carpets like that these days. They're kind of old school. Hello, Dreamy Mixed. Dreamy, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's nice to see you too. I hope you're doing well. I just rejoined and got an ad, so you're welcome for the money, LB. I mean, if you want to keep doing it, it's up to you. Nah, but I can't encourage that. I'll get banned if I encourage that kind of stuff. But the good thing is, I don't think you'll really get streams during the stream. So, I think as long as you're in the stream, you should be fine. I don't think there will be much interruptions. I know Twitch have ads throughout the whole stream, but I had a look. I don't think YouTube does that. I think YouTube is just the start and the end. And then if you watch the stream or any video, then there could be ads in the middle. But I think when you're watching a stream, I don't think they have ads. Shh, be quiet. Hey small boy, how small are you? I'm curious. Hope you're doing well. What's this room? Well, this is the room for when you go to the hospital, there's like a children's ward. So this is like a playroom for those children, the sick children, to have some fun and just add some more variety. So it's still a horror game, there's still going to be a zombie stuck inside here, don't worry. And it's going to be a very dark kind of room. Maybe like flickering lights. Maybe the robot comes to life at one point, you know, like, for a little jump scare. It's the kids' room. Yeah, the playroom, we should say. I saw how fast Martin recreated the Unreal 5 tech demo and was blown away. Yeah, he made the environment, didn't he? And he also made the sculptures of like the samurai statues, and he duplicated them. I think he said he duplicated like almost 2,000, like 2,100 and something, which is insane, the amount you can actually duplicate already in Dreams. But that makes me think, if Dreams can already handle that kind of detail with duplication, then the PS5 version is going to be even better. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. It would be cool if one was broken, so it looks like someone stepped on it. Are you talking about the toys? Yeah, we could definitely damage some of the toys and stuff like that. That's the next step that I'll do. I'll make stuff fall over, I'll make some stuff broken, some stuff has like the crayon marks on it so that it's a bit more destroyed. Just going to turn this one up a wee bit. Has anyone seen that space flight simulator by Ethics Gradient? It looks so professional. Yeah, that was the one that I sent to the Discord. That's the one that I sent and told you about, Isaac, I think. It's the one that I said could be the Great Scott Killer. Because I saw the video from the official channel of the creator, I think. It was like a flight simulator, and then after that you went into a spaceship, you could explore the spaceship, and then it turned into like a first-person shooter where you shot like aliens and stuff, and all the voice acting sound pretty cool, and all the details and stuff like that. So yeah, that project kind of came out of nowhere. It does look very good. Hopefully it turns out to be a really good dream. We could be doing with a lot more of those, to be honest. A thick carpet, yeah, as thick as possible. Small Who Man, you don't clap for the NHS, you monster. I know. How dare you? Do you not realise your clapping is what is actually keeping them going? That's what gives them the energy to go forward. You ever remember Dragon Ball Z when he did like the Spirit Bomb? And he took like all the energy from everything. That's basically what your clapping does. It gives all the energy to the NHS. They're standing there going, taking all that energy in. You know, making this giant ball to save everyone from this virus. You got to clap. Clap loud, clap hard. No, not really. Yeah, well, whatever, eh? It's almost like the NHS could use funding, not clapping. But hey, that's just how it goes, isn't it? I don't think there's any point. It's not really doing much for them. Yeah, I mean, it gives them acknowledgement, of course. It's definitely nice, but there has to be more than just clapping. I think it's just an excuse, so they don't have to fund the NHS. They could just be like, yeah, we're going to clap them, and that's good enough. I can punch this eye. Yeah, just don't punch it too hard. I just rejoined a couple of times and no ads, so I don't think it'll be able to make you rich, this stream. I think it's like part of the algorithm, so if you keep leaving and joining, I don't think the ad will always appear. It will just appear sometimes, so it's like maybe you have to watch a certain amount of minutes, and it's like, oh, you've watched 15 minutes of video, now you're getting an ad. Maybe it might be something like that, so you have to trigger it, I guess. But it's all random. It's all random. Yes, you can. Bang. Dead eyeball. Never seen an ad on a live stream? Yeah, I think for the live streams you can only see ads at the start. When you click the video, that's the only way you can see an ad. Because I can't use the PC streaming, I can't set up ads immediately. Because on YouTube you can actually schedule a live stream. So it's like you've got your thumbnail, you've got the ads, everything's ready to go, and then I just use the stream key and it automatically makes me stream to that exact live stream scheduled event. But you can't do that in the PS4 because once you can't connect the two together, so when you stream on a PS4 it creates a brand new stream event, which means I need to go into my studio, open it up, change the thumbnail and all that kind of stuff and set everything up. So If anyone joins the stream like right at the start, you will never see an ad, to be honest. So if you don't want to see an ad, come straight away. That way you don't have to ever see one. 2100, how did the game not choke on a razor blade at that point? It'd be laggy as flip cheese. No idea, but he's got a video to prove it, so it definitely works. He said in the video that he had to delete some of them because he couldn't fit them all inside the building, but he could create even more, and the thermal still worked. But obviously, if you copy that amount, your gameplay thermal is going to be so high, you're not really going to be able to put much gameplay in other than like a showcase level. So it's only going to come in handy for some people. But yeah, definitely copying sculpts would be a good thing. Like I don't even want to experiment, you know, to see like how many sculpts we could copy. I mean, I might like crap myself, you know. Like if we just like, see, I mean, you could just like keep copying. You know, and then we could like select all these and then copy again and copy again. Look, I'm still copying. They're still going strong. Look, they're like away into the distance. Look at that. It's like a vortex of cars. Here they are. They're coming back. They're coming back. There we go. I don't want to crash the stream, but yeah, it's pretty good that you can copy a lot of stuff. And I don't think it really takes up much thermal, gameplay thermal. It's just graphics thermal. It's just the gameplay thermal. You can get one when you join and when the stream ends. Yeah, I think that's like the only way you can do it. But videos, you can get streams in the middle. But live streams, no. You're going to put a bloody handprint LBA? I mean, I could check and see if someone's actually made some kind of handprint. I'm sure they have. We're in Small Whoman's account. He's not made any handprints. Let me see. Oh look, there is a bloody handprint. Let's see how it looks. It's very cheaply made, you can see from the detail, but if I make it small enough, it could work. Like I could even put it on like a toy or something, you know. See, I'm always curious how much can I get away with blood, because the only blood that I've put in this game so far is in the kitchen, and technically I've disguised it, so it's like you don't know if it's blood or if it's just like soup or chili or some kind of food that came from the pot, because I did have a pot that fell over and stuff came out of it. And then there's a separate part with meat, and it could be blood. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's more subjective. So that's the only time I've ever put blood in this game. So if I can maybe find like a better handprint, like I don't know if there's any other handprints, but they're all kind of cartoony. There's not a lot, but yeah, I'll keep it there for now in case we get any good ideas for it. Great Scott will always be best LB. That's not true, and you know it. You know that I'm going to beat him very, very soon, by the end of this year. When these games release, you will see that this is far superior. The Outer Depths ain't even going to get close to this. And you'll see Isaac. I bet you your full collection of garlic that you'll see. Or a dead child. I know what I should do is I should get like one child that's like all chopped up, and then another child that's like it's hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, that's totally not going to get me moderated. Oh god, what's the kissy face for? Are you going to put a dead kid LBA? No, I'm not going to do that. No, I think it's a bit too far for Dreams. A bit too far in general, to be honest. I don't think I'll do it. I think it's a bit too much. I think what I'll do is I'll just say all the children evacuated and they died elsewhere. Or the zombies just ate the children because they're so small, you know. Oh, one gulp, they're gone. Damn, I forgot. I subscribed to Premium. I keep forgetting to cancel it. Premium? What's Premium? I've never heard of Premium before. Well, that's good, because if you watch me with Premium, that counts. Cancel now while you can. Is it like a monthly thing? Is that so you don't get ads? Yeah, I think they divide it, so it's like even if you don't watch ads, depending on who you watch, it divides it. Like, your subscription, if you watch, like, out of all the stuff you watch, if you watch like 5% of your time on this channel, it goes to this channel. I think that's how the Premium works. But I don't know if they advertise it that well, because I completely forgot about Premium, if I'm being honest. Let's get the Resident 3 soundtrack on. Are you ready for some classic tunes? Yeah, Premium is pretty much some kind of chocolate ice cream. Yeah, I'm sure I know many folk who have given the clap to NHS workers anyway. Different kind of clap, eh? I only did it for Cobra Kai. What's Cobra Kai? Sorry, my knowledge is very poor. I think I've heard of it, I just don't remember. Crazy how these streams have evolved since I started watching them a while ago, LB. I remember when there were only like 3 streams a week. 3? There used to be 2. It started like Tuesday and Thursday, and then my schedule changed, so I had to make it Thursday and Saturday. And then Isaac wouldn't leave me alone. He kept saying more streams or else I walk. So I was like, alright, we'll do Friday. And then after that I was like, fine, like even though the streams on Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be short, I thought I may as well stream. I've got the time, why not, right? And that cartoon platformer wouldn't have been completed if it wasn't for those streams. Super Alien Buddy 2 wouldn't even be started if it wasn't for those streams. So the way I look at it, it's like we can do more streams, but I can still make more progress on different projects and stuff. So it all kind of works out. But yeah, what I need to do now with the channel is obviously I want to enhance these streams, but there's only so much I can do from a PS4. If I get a streaming PC, I would be able to properly make something a bit more in depth, I think. And I need to start getting back to making videos. It's hard to edit videos because I stream a lot, so it takes a lot of time away from editing videos, but I'm going to try and come up with a good workflow so I can start making videos and then have like templates, so then it's a bit faster to make them. So you'll start to see more videos coming back to the channel alongside the live streams, and hopefully I can do a bit more on Twitter. I don't know how well that will go, but normally I just check Twitter to like see what people's progress are, give likes, retweets, you know, chat now and again. But I don't really promote stuff that I make unless, like, say we finish this room, it's all detailed properly with lighting, then I'll probably tweet the progress, but I don't normally tweet like so often like what we're doing. So I'm going to try and at least promo these streams a bit better, I think, and maybe try and check out some other Dreams channels, because like I do now and again, but some of the Dreams channels I used to watch, they either don't upload anymore or not so much, so I feel like I would need to find some more Dreams channels. I remember when there was only 1 stream a week. It's actually 2. That's it. Dang, LBA, that's worse. Hey Skin Cost, welcome back. Worry, I'm late again, LBA. Had to make my way through the monkeys, clapping and banging pots and pans again. Terrifying experience. You were out there enjoying it, weren't you? You were getting like the bins, your big steel bins, and you were clapping them together. You know, that's the best moment of your day. Don't worry about it. You're here now, right? Nanny. It's the football player. My workflow is messed up. Yeah, you need to get a good workflow. It really does help make progress. Like, these streams really do help me because I need to stream. So when I stream, I have to make progress. So ultimately, I do keep making more of the game. I can't slow down. I need to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Because if it wasn't for these streams, I could probably be like, I'll make stuff tomorrow, or well, a couple of days I'll take a break. But I can't take breaks anymore. I've got to keep going. But it's good because we can make more of the game. We'll finally get the game out. It's a win-win. So let me see, what was I going to search for? A crayon. A crayon house? What? Oh, we need a crayon box. I don't know why the thermal's so high, but these all need to be really tiny. Really, really tiny. It's almost like a cigarette box. I've never had crayons in a box like this before. It does look like a cigarette box. And it's British. Colour. See, that's the correct way to spell colour. Alpha. That's it there. Don't forget your U's. They're very, very vital. Now, when I used to have colouring kits, they were just like, you used to buy like a huge pack, and it was like all the crayons were like right across it. Did anybody ever eat crayons? I was never that child that ate crayons. Like, it was never my thing, to be honest. You know, I didn't really think they tasted that nice. I don't know about any of you guys if you used to eat some of them. I know somebody that tried to actually eat Play-Doh. Play-Doh! I'm like, what are you doing, man? I know you're a child, but you're not an imbecile. You're giving us other children like a bad name. I'm just going to put the crayons here for now. I mean, do you ever notice that? You used to get really small crayons, but now you can buy like these massive crayons. Don't know if it's for people with massive hands, or, you know, people just love the power of wielding, you know, a massive crayon. Yeah, just throw a few crayons. Littered the place. There you go. So we've kind of got it like this. So the choices we have now are, we can either try and decorate the rest of this space, or we can just bring the wall in a little bit so that the room's a bit smaller, because the room doesn't need to be this big. This is just how big the other room was that we made in the last stream. So technically we can make this room a bit smaller. So I think I'll make it a bit. I'll bring it in a little bit. Let me see how that works. Hold on, I need to get my grid on. Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Right. So if you imagine, it's kind of like, it's more like that maybe. I think that's a good size now. So we brought it in by that. It saves me putting extra detail and cramming extra space. We'll just make this room a bit smaller. So you'll start here, and you'll have to sort of navigate your way around here, and maybe I could put some other object here just to sort of block your path again. Don't even know what I could use here. I don't want to keep using like the same things over and over again. Maybe I could just like move this. I don't know. Put that there, and then we can just put like another wee piggy in the corner there. Yeah, I think that looks alright, to be honest. There's not really much going on in this corner, so I'll probably put like, until we come up with a better idea, I'll just put some more of these in the corner, and then we can just like change up some of the colours again. So we'll make like a, oh, what kind of colour can we make? Maybe like a more orangey kind of thing. Just put that there. Right, so unless there's any more ideas for things that we can add. So I don't want to fill the space up if there's no point, you know. I don't want to just force. So I could maybe like take some of these toys, scatter them around like individually around the floor here. So as we make our way in, there's like a side door here that's going to take us to like a small storage room where we can find like board games and maybe some balls and things. Like maybe that's what I could put in. Like there's no real balls. Let me try and see if we can get like a ball or something. I don't know, can I put like American football? Maybe. Yeah, there is one, I can see it. There's literally only one. I mean, I don't think we should really put these kind of things in a playroom because can you imagine the damage they would do throwing these balls around? This is a hospital, you know. We can't have that kind of violence. Let's see if I can get another one. Just a normal football, not a soccer ball. Football. That'll do. That'll do. This one is much more fun over that one. Just to add a wee bit extra. Right. So I think that looks alright for a sort of rough sketch of the layout. So we're coming in here, we can go through here to get to the little mini storage room. We've got some toys here, we just need to scatter some of these around, so like rather than the chicks being actually behind them, we'll like scatter them around, make some of them fall over, break some of them, put like paint or crayon over some, spread them out over the floor, and then I think we've got a decent little room here, I think. So I think it looks quite good. Looks quite good to me. LBA, what is your favourite game you made in Dreams? Well, I haven't really made that many games. The only proper games that I've made are Fear of the Night, which is like a first person horror thing. It was my first ever thing. And then Super Alien Buddy. So I think I'd probably have to say Super Alien Buddy just because it's got the cutscenes, the story, the characters, some okay platforming and stuff. So I think like that's my most accomplished thing right now, but that it was more of like a early access thing I was working on. And if you saw the stream with the colourful storybook level, that was another early access level that I was working on. So once I get that out, the early access period of my life is over, and I can start working on full Dreams ideas. So we'll do it. We're making a sequel for the Super Alien Buddy, so I think that'll be pretty cool. I guess the next thing I'm going to make, I'll try and make a horror game for that competition. It's kind of like a spiritual sequel to Fear of the Night. Try and make a really, really good first-person horror game. Something that's not going to be that long, maybe like 20 minutes long. It's just a single experience. Then we'll have the storybook level will come out. It's going to have a lot of dialogue. I think it's going to be quite fun. Then I'll put a trailer out, an announcement trailer for this survival horror game Subject, so more people can know about it beyond just in these streams. And then after that, I guess there'll be a demo for this, the first demo. I'm not sure what will come next, if it will be Super Alien Buddy 2 or the second demo for this. It just depends how much progress I make on both. But I still plan to get the full game of this out at the very end. So this game's the full game of this is like the last creation that will come out, and hopefully we can get Super Alien Buddy 2 out just before as well, just to end off the year on a high. Let's hope we can do it. Kids are handy, Bite-sized zombie snacks. Oh yes. Very consumable. Very hard to fight back. Yum yum. Nanny, I don't understand what you mean. He means the football player, come on. What else could he mean? Never LBA. Anyone else watch anime or only me? I'm not like the biggest anime fan, I'm more like a casual one. So like I've watched Dragon Ball Z, and that was like my life as a kid for anime. Maybe a bit of Pokemon, but I didn't really like the Pokemon anime. Preferred the games. But I recently got into some anime. Like I started watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, and that was pretty cool. It's more of a mature anime. It's got some typical anime things. You know, when they see like the girl in her underwear and it's like you know, like that kind of crazy stuff. And there's a penguin. They have a penguin as a pet, and they're like, what? That ain't real. But then I started another one called Code Geass, which my cousin recommended, and so far it's been pretty cool. It's more like an anime where typically they go to high school, but he's also like this strategist that's trying to take down this British like army that's trying to conquer the world, and they've already conquered Japan. So you've got like the Japanese resistance, and then you've got the British sort of empire, let's say. And he's got a special ability. He can like control people to make them do what he wants, which is quite an interesting concept. But I've not finished it, so yeah, I'm not super clued up on anime. Like I saw a little bit of the 7 Deadly Sins, maybe a few episodes, not enough to really talk about it though. But I still want to watch stuff like Death Note, Attack on Titan. That would be good. People recommend some other stuff like The Promised Neverland. There was another one. What was it called again? I had the name. I've completely forgot the name. It's the one where the character doesn't have any limbs, and he has to get like a kind of like a mechanical arm or something, and he slays like all these demons to sort of get bits of his body back, like, and some of his organs. It's kind of morbid, and he's trying to protect like this orphanage or something. Try to remember what it's called. I can't remember. You'll need to remind me. It's quite new. It's only been out for like a year or something. I remember when LB looked like he was streaming from inside a dungeon. A dungeon? What do you mean a dungeon? I don't remember those days. I don't watch anime. Yeah, it's not really something I watch. But I'll always give it a try. Colour with a U is better than colour. Yeah, start the debate, small human. Colour, that's the one. I tried crayons once, not my cup of tea. Well, at least you tried. You gave it a chance. Quite dry. I once tried eating crayons after seeing it on TV. Big mistake. My teeth are covered in blue and red. I ate a penny once. Oh, can you imagine where that penny's been? Could have been anywhere. I hope you washed it first. It's missing a gizmo, LBA. We could add a gizmo. Unfortunately, I'll probably get copyright struck. Let me just quickly save this. Look, here we were before. This is where we've got to. So I'll make the storage room in the same scene. There's no point in remixing it. I'll remix it later, I think. So yeah, next door there's going to be like a wee storage room in here. So we'll just put another door here just to get a reference for where it is. So it's going to be just a wee storage room next door that is going to have like board games, but I need to actually see if we have board games. Did anybody make board games? They're outside their box. I guess I could still use it though. What the hell? Super Chess Legends? Alright. What the hell? Lantern Watcher? That is weird. I was kind of hoping people would make them inside the boxes. Box, please. Someone made a board game box, right? Dreams and Dragons toy box. Oh, someone actually made an actual demo. Has anyone ever played Dungeons and Dragons? I've never played it. Maybe it would make a good Dreams game. Maybe. But we don't really have any boxes. Means I'm going to have to try and make them myself at some point, which I really do not want to do. Let's see if I put in game, what would come up. So we get Dreams. What else do we have? Yeah, I think all the board games are outside the box, so I don't think we're going to get much luck with what I'm looking for. But I know what we can find, as we always look for almost every stream. A shelf! To store all these stupid games. Like this. Or like a medieval one. We could probably just use something like that. I mean, this one's a bit cleaner, I guess. But screw it. I'll just throw this one down just now. I'll put this in here. Hopefully people don't get too claustrophobic, because it is going to be quite tight, I think. So let me get our character over here just so I can measure everything. Right, so there he is, he's in here now. So if we make the shelves like this size, I guess that's okay. And like I said, it's going to be quite claustrophobic. So you open the door. Let's give a wee bit of space. I need to bring this out a wee tiny bit. Right, so we'll just say it's like that for now. And then on the other side it's like that, so yeah, kinda like that, like quite claustrophobic. There's not really a lot of room to move around. Just put it like that for now, I think. I mean, I could combine them, maybe that's a bit better. Put these ones against the wall. And then just copy these. Let's see. So I don't want it to be a large storage room, it's just a little thing. So it might literally just be until the wall over here, maybe. Maybe just like that. And then we can get the wall. Big wall. So the wall can kind of go there, roughly. So just a small kind of storage room. You're going to see how claustrophobic it's going to be in a minute. As you can see, you do not want to be trapped in here with a zombie. No way, man, no way. Can you imagine it? So I was thinking, like, for the first character, when she comes in here, she's going to meet another character, and the second character though, when he comes in here, there's not going to be a cutscene. He's just going to come in here, maybe to find like an item or something that he can use, and I just need to find some stuff to actually decorate this part with. So like I said, I wanted to get like board games and stuff, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to find them, so I don't think they'll be that difficult to make. You know, just paint a few things on it, and people will get the idea that it's a board game. But there's going to be another storage room like next door to this as well, but the storage room out here is like all the unwanted stuff and all the stuff that's in like storage boxes. The stuff in this room is stuff that they could go in and say, oh, do you want to go play with that toy? Right, give me a sec, let me go and, you know, find it for you in here, something like that. So I'll need to find ways that I can lightly decorate this part. I remember as a child I was drawing, I was holding a lollipop and I felt tip pen in different hands. Oof, I know where this is going. I was saying to myself in my head, don't lick the pen. My brain got confused and I licked the pen. Oh god. And then ever since then you've been addicted to pens. You're a pen junkie. 8, past tense. These things are delicious. I know. You just need to mush them up, mix them, you know, with a bit of sauce, bit of water, and you can make a good puree, a good crayon puree. Agreed. I come back to people discussing eating crayons. Yeah, that's how animalistic we are. We just eat crayons, stuff our face. I mean, there's worse things we could eat, but that's just one of them. Play-Doh, crayons. The worst thing you could probably eat is tacks. Don't eat tacks. That's a bad idea. Do not do that. Also, do not. Did anyone lick a socket, a plug socket? Did anyone actually do that? Is anyone stupid enough to lick a plug socket? I know people do it, but I don't know if it's common. I disagree. Pennies are disgusting. I can't eat those things anymore. I know you're on a penny diet now. You can only drink the paper notes now. Eat the paper notes. Did I make a sentence mistake? A sentence? I have no idea. Did you? I watch anime. There you go. Yeah, Alpha, he's quite big on some anime, aren't you? Hunter x Hunter, stuff like that. Business as usual then. Nice to know I currently started watching Tower of God. I smell some pennies. I don't know. Can you even buy a penny sweet anymore? Do they even exist? Or are penny sweets like 5 pennies now? Or 2 or 3? What's going on his foot? Is your leg itchy or something? There you go. Stop spazzing out. Looks weird. I never watched that one. I prefer to eat pound coins, but I haven't ate them for ages. I know. It's a shame, like the most valuable coins are the ones that taste the best, but then if you eat them, you can't really spend them until you digest them, and it takes a while, so you don't really want to waste money by eating the highest value, you know. I heard everyone talking about it. It's a unique anime. It's worth a try. Yeah, it's always good to try new things, isn't it? Like eating pound coins. I prefer eating pencil shavings. Stuff tasted great. I don't. Do you ever smell the shavings of the pencil? You used to smell it. And it's like nice wood smell, you know. Or if you just like actually tasted like the actual pencil, the wood. It's got a nice wood kind of flavour to it. You know, people actually put that flavour in food sometimes. Very earthy flavours. It's a secret ingredient for a lot of people. I actually know a guy in school once. Crazy. He got, like, you know, the rubber or the eraser, if you want to call it that, and you know when you do that, and it leaves all the shavings, and he lined all the shavings up, and he went and snorted all the shavings of the rubber eraser. I was like, what? What are you doing, man? Eat them, don't snort them. Cool, maybe I'll give it a try sometime. Yeah, it'll be good. Add it to your schedule. Pencil shavings, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't like pencil shavings. I know, get some really old pencil shavings. So the technique is you have to use don't use the pencil sharpener that's like open. You have to use the pencil sharpener that's like a container. So like it holds all of your shavings together, and basically you leave them there for a few weeks, and then when you open them up, it's, you know, it's got the shavings, but it's also got some residue from the actual lead itself. So not only can you eat the shavings, but you can also get lead poisoning as well. It's like a little combination mix, you know. It goes nice on a salad, or if you want to just take it whole as a shot, that's another method. Have you still got someone sculpting your characters, LBA? Look forward to seeing them. No, I'm sculpting them myself now. I'm basically Frankensteining them. I'm finding clothes, you know, shoes and faces and eyeballs, and putting them all together, and then I'm going on the face, and I'm changing the nose and the forehead and the features, and adding a beard or a hat or glasses, and I'll get characters, don't worry. I mean, they might not look amazing, but as long as they look decent enough, and I can at least move the mouth and, you know, make the cheeks go like that and make the eyebrows kind of go like that, I think I'll be okay for basic expression. I've never watched football. Football? Like soccer football? Why not? You gotta have a team, man. I bet you support someone like I was gonna say Bury, but they died. Someone like West Ham or something, aren't you? You're a big West Ham fan. I just made and sent you a handprint. It's it's chocolate, but better than the one you used. Oh, nice. Is it private, or can I actually search for it on your profile? I'll need to see. Dororo is the anime you couldn't remember the name of. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, yeah. Apparently it's really good. It's quite mature as well. I'm not sure if it was a stream or just a video, but you had a black curtain behind you and a very dim light source above your head. It was over a year ago at least. A black curtain. Maybe. If it was like this time last year, like in like June or July, maybe. Because I had a green screen. And basically I pinned the... Not in this room, it's a different room. I pinned the green screen behind me, and on the PlayStation there's actually an option to enable green screen, so you didn't have any background. It was literally just me, like this. But it wasn't on YouTube, it was on Twitch. So I don't know if you watched my old Twitch streams. So it was literally just like my body that you could see, and it worked quite well, to be honest. I just don't use the green screen anymore because it's weird having a green screen up all the time. It looks very ugly, and I'm too lazy to take it down and put it back up and take it down and put it back up. It's boring. So I just decided I would come in here and I would just use the full box. Maybe in the future, like when I do the PC streaming, maybe I can bring the green screen back. That way I can get rid of the background. But I don't know. But maybe. I know that if you're talking about the sculpting video, which is like the most famous video I've got, it's got like 60,000 views, where it's basically talking about how hard sculpting is. And in that video, that particular video, I didn't enable the green screen. I just put it on my background because behind that background, I didn't want to show it, so I just covered it with the green screen. And yeah, that could be it. And the lighting wasn't so good. I had to get like extra lighting. So eventually I did fix the lighting, but I don't use it anymore since I don't make face videos anymore. Most of my videos now it's just my voice talking. Since I do the streams, I do video this way now. But yeah, as I improve the videos and streams, you never know, we might actually get a proper good camera and good lighting. One step at a time though, right? I don't even know what Dungeons and Dragons is. Of course you do, Isaac. You don't. Nah, there's no way you don't know what that is. Not a chance. I keep hearing about it, but no clue what it is. I think you're pulling our leg. It's a tabletop card game, Isaac. Yeah, you basically have like a... I don't know, my knowledge of this game comes from the IT crowd, right? So you basically have the Dungeon Master, he tells the story, and then you've got all the players and they all have different roles, like sorcerer or a knight or whatever, right? An archer. And they all have like different statistics and stuff, and then you have there's like scenarios, and then you have to roll the dice and you have to see if you went to hit the troll, did your sword hit it, was it a critical hit, did you miss, and all that kind of stuff, you know. It's just basically like a real RPG video game, but made up. You make up your own story. But I don't know if anyone actually plays it, but Jinkage, he went to this convention once with a friend, and it was a Dungeons and Dragons convention, and they just went for fun just to see what it was like. And because they were amateurs, they'd never played before, they had to go to the amateur table to learn the rules of the game. But they said they couldn't take it seriously because, you know, people that play Dungeons and Dragons, they take it very, very seriously. So it was like they put on a voice, and you know, they really get into the character, into the role, and they're just laughing, thinking, I can't take this guy seriously. And then it was like, what are you laughing at, you know? And they felt like, I thought this was just like a little game, like we're playing like Scrabble or Guess Who or something, but no, it's like proper serious acting stuff, you know. But yeah, never played it. I don't really play that many board games, I prefer video games. The funny thing is, I would rather play a board game inside a video game than an actual physical board game. I don't know why. I guess I just find video games more appealing. It's kind of the granddaddy of most RPG concepts. Oh yeah. I'm not too sure what Dungeons and Dragons is either, but you know what? It's D&D. That's what they call it, D&D. Heard about it a million times though, so that's basically it. It's just like an RPG game, but you actually create it yourself, and you roll dices, and your character goes to different locations and whatever. Dangians and Dragons, Bova Dragon, the Night Queen of the 7th Sea. Lick a socket plug, that's the one. Why would anyone do that ever? Even a child wouldn't do that. Oh, believe me, they really have. They put their finger in it, they lick it, you know, they do all kind of crazy shit. Feels like I'm the only one who never ate weird stuff. I know you decided to eat weird stuff later in life as opposed to early in your life. Although I actually remember I ate shreds of paper as a kid sometimes. What? Shreds? Shreds of paper? Not just like a sheet of paper, you eat shreds of paper? You're not alone, Isaac. What, is this a trend? People used to eat shreds of paper? Delicious. The only paper I ever ate was like, you know, you got that like sugar paper. That was it. But it got really confusing because you used to get these cupcakes and they had like the sugar paper on top. It was like a cartoon character, and I was like, can I eat this paper, or do I need to take it off and then eat it? And they're like, oh no, it's sugar paper, you can eat it. Alright, cool. So then the next time there's another picture on top of another one and I eat it, and I'm like, this paper's really hard. And then they're like, no, you need to peel the paper off before you eat it. And I'm like, but you told me this was sugar paper. Yeah, but that's not sugar paper, that's just normal paper. Confusing. Why put paper on stuff if you can't eat it? It just does not make sense. What the hell? I'm reading this and I'm like, what the hell? Licking the basement carpet is the way to go. That's like doing drugs for kids. Yeah, licking your basement carpet. That is insane. Or if anyone ever drank like Ribena, not Ribena, Robinson's, that's the one, Robinson's. It's like a diluted juice. I don't know if you have it in the United States. Basically, like you know, you get some of the juice, you dilute it with water, If you drink that on its own, it's like the child's version of vodka. It's really, really strong. I never ate paper. Alright, I thought you did. You said you're not alone, Isaac. I thought you ate paper. Hunter x Hunter would be great in this game, would it not? I'm actually thinking about maybe making some kind of Hunter x Hunter, because I was looking at some animes and some cartoons which never had a good video game, or people really want a good video game from it. And I thought maybe as like a side project I could maybe make something like Hunter x Hunter as a game. It's not something that would come out this year or next year, just a slow burning project that may come out eventually. I'm not going to prioritise it since it's a copyright project, but yeah, it does definitely appeal to me. My hair is going crazy now. I'm telling you, this quarantine, it's destroying me. I really need to get the chop. Luckily my hair's not curly, but it's too much, too fast. I wanted to make a Hunter x Hunter fighting game, but I won't make copyright content. Yeah, I mean, you can make it as a background thing, I guess, just for fun, but anything that you're serious about, yeah, definitely don't. I'm addicted to all shavings. Alright, every kind of shaving. You know, shave your beard. Nice. Caramelized beard hair. It's very nice this time of year. What would people think who just joined? I know they're like, this is a survival horror stream? Is this a dream stream? You know, why are we talking about... Why are we talking about eating pencil shavings? I should put a disclaimer, no one should actually eat pencil shavings. It is not what you should do. We're just thinking about children of the past. That's all. Don't do it today. It is not good. Me and my friends were at school eating hula hoop crisps. Then my friend just grabs a hula hoop and crushes it up, then snorts it. Then after he put water up his nose to clean it. Why would you put water up your nose? Just accept your fate. Did something stupid. It's really salty. Get over it. His nose was very red. Yeah, I can imagine. Why would you do that? Why? Only a few weird people wouldn't like pencil shavings. Just the really weird people. Oh yeah, I know the kind. This was ages ago, when you were even younger. I know, imagine that. Just like, get like the strongest crisp you can find. Like, get like pickled onion Monster Munch, crush it up and snort it. Oh, just even, I don't know if you guys ever get that, when you think about a flavour, like the back of your tongue starts to tingle. Just thinking about pickled onion Monster Munch is making my mouth go, ah. I can taste it, you know, ah. It's horrible. Hold on, I need to drink some water. I can still taste it in my mouth. Ah, there we go. Oh, don't even think about it. You don't have to make copyrighted content. You could call it Hunter, or what is that? I don't even want to try and guess what that says. And change the design. Yeah, you could do that as well. You know, Monster Hunter, but obviously different name. Got to go. Bye guys. Yes, see you later, Graham. Thanks for joining. It was nice to talk about your weird stationary eating habits. See you next time. I remember that sculpting video, that's how I found your channel. After trying sculpting for myself, I realised you were just joking about it being hard. Was I? Was I really? Yeah, that is my most popular video. I think that's where most people were coming from. Even today it still gets views. Still gets like over 100 views a month. And it's a really old video. I don't know what did I do in that video that was so good? Why does my other videos not blow up? Why is that the only one? Was that video special? Or is it just because it's about sculpting and difficult things? Maybe I should experiment. I want to make a sequel to that video and be like, hey, it's been over a year and guess what? Sculpting is still hard. Sculpting part 2. You can get miniature green screens. They attach to the back of your chair. Not sure how good they are though. Alright, I've never seen those before. Do you know the funny thing is, I didn't even buy a green screen. I bought green fabric. It's the same thing, right? It's green, you flash light on it, it works. and it was cheaper. Because to buy a green screen, it's not expensive, but if you want to buy it with like the stand and stuff, it's like, So I got like this really cheap green fabric, and it worked a charm. You just need to get a lot of good lighting though, because but the lighting itself, if you want to buy lights, proper lights, that's really expensive, and I don't have the space to start putting lights up everywhere. You know, I'm turning the room into like a frying pan, because it would get so warm, you know, and I think it would be a pain to set up all the time, and as soon as streaming or making videos becomes a pain, it's just not worth it. So you need to try and make them but still keep yourself happy, you know. Sir Granuletta Saint Bovara Burger von Viewburger Smith II. There you go. I used to, what does that say? Crew shreds of paper all the time. Not eat it though. What does that mean? Crew? Oh, sugar paper is nice, I know, but don't be deceived. It might not be sugar paper. It could be a lie. Of course, only shreds. He's not a savage. I don't know. Just buying like a full notepad and just going, pretty good. Just dip it in some honey or sprinkle it with some sugar. I hope no one ate glue. That would be even worse. No, drugs for kids would be sniffing glue and Sharpies. Yeah, I didn't even say it was. I said more alcohol. Hey Slewfoot, welcome back. I suppose these people ate white glue in kindergarten. Oh my god, probably did. Yeah. People did a lot of stuff with glue. They used to glue everything together. They would get like people's hands and super glue them together, and they'd be like, I can't open my hands, and then they would go, and then their hands would be all red, and they'd scream, and oh, it would be a right riot. Wait, every kind of shaving, even pube shavings? Yikes. Extra spicy. Yeah, I know. Flaming hot monster munch. Oh yeah. I like the flaming hot ones, but for some reason I always ate the pickled onion. It was just like the standard ones. And they I don't know if they still do it, but they changed it. They used to have like that size, but then they brought back like the original size, so it was like you got less crisps, but they were massive. And I'm like, I don't want the massive ones. They finish too quickly. I like pickled onion monster munchies. Why has it got a different style here? What room is the making LBA? What room are you making? Well, after we've got the playroom in the hospital for the kids, it's just a little storage room, so they can have like some extra toys and board games, and it's just extra stuff to put all this crap away, and then put some extra stuff in here. That's it. I just need to find like some items that I can use to maybe decorate that scene a little bit more. Hey Andrew Wind, welcome. Hope you're doing well. What's going on here then? Well, we're talking about eating pencil shavings and paper and glue and crayons and Play-Doh, but aside from that, we're making a survival horror game. This room is in the pediatrics area of the hospital, so it's like a playroom for the kids who are sadly no longer with us. So this is like a rough idea for how we're spreading everything out, and we've got a miniature storage room here, and I just need to detail it. I don't know if I'll detail it just now, but the next room that we're going to make is like a bigger storage room, but it's for like all the unwanted crap, you know, like the Bovaretta animatronic and all that kind of stuff, things that are like nightmare fuel. I was just being silly, but the point I was trying to make was real. Yeah, I mean, you could just be careful. I like all Monster Munch. I don't know, it's a classic, isn't it? LB, you should do a video showcasing you doing the male bust masterclasses sculpting tutorial, and then show the results of community members as well. My bust is going to be awful. I'll need to find time to do it. I think it's going to take like an hour or two to do it, so I want to find a lot of time to focus on it. Maiden sent you a board game box for Twister. the sort of thing you were looking for. Yeah, like Twister, any other kind of board game. It's just really a box that I can like maybe like change the colours and just sort of stack them on the shelves and stuff like that. So I think that would be quite good just to fill it. I'll put some toys, some maybe a deck of cards if I can find it, board game boxes, and just sort of like put them on the shelf. I might need to make these shelves maybe a little wider, I guess, just to make sure the boxes actually fit on them. But yeah, just stuff like that, just things that you would expect for a games room that we can store. So thanks for that. I'll add those, the handprint and the boxes to the scene. The Little Big animation is creating a survival horror game on Dreams. That's it. That's the one. Munch. I used to chew. Alright. Makes sense. Not crew, chew, that's the one, I get it now. Has anyone eaten lobster? Do I look sophisticated to you? No. I don't even eat much seafood, to be honest. I only ate crabs, I think. I think I've ate a crab, but it was more like a crab cake. So I don't know if it counts. It's alright, just tastes like fish, you know. That's it. I'm not so keen on fish and stuff. Difficult to eat, but super tasty. I know, I can't be bothered. Anything that requires you to crack something open and eat it, I'm too lazy for that. Especially when you get like olives. If there's a seed in the middle, no thank you. Like eating grapes, I like grapes, but if there's like grapes with seeds in the middle, again, I do not want it. Because it's so boring, I have to go like, and then throw it away again. Oh, it's so boring, just want to eat it, just want to munch away, you know. Lobster, yuck. No, never. Difficult to eat, yeah. I always wonder how people even eat lobster. How? I know you need to like crack them open and stuff like that. Getting real deep. LBA will know how. I know. I've seen it in movies. They get like this big cracking device, you know, and they get the claw and they go easy peasy. It's like an eggshell but much harder. Cool, I'll make and send generic board games to you. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, you can make it public if you want as well, just to share with the world. Maybe, I don't know if we should avoid copyright, so like maybe it shouldn't necessarily be real board games. So if you call them like Twister and Scrabble, I might get in trouble for using that kind of stuff. So maybe like either don't put the name on it or change the name so the name's not so obvious. Or you could make the name editable, like using a text box. That way I can change it to whatever, you know. So let's see if I can find like, can I find like cards or something? Freddie Mercury, you know, every child's dream. I just wanted like a stack of cards. I didn't want like everything in a bloody row. Can we get a card box? No, don't think so. Can we get a card stack? One that's not Freddie Mercury. Nah, I think we're going to have to. Oh look, someone's actually made a Pokemon card. Nice. Remember Pokemon cards? That used to be the collectibles of my generation. If anyone got a shiny, you had to watch your back because someone was going to steal it. And then that was you. You've had it. What? It's just one card. It clearly says a full deck of playing cards. Right, this clearly uses logic. Do you mean I'm going to have to get cards and actually stack them myself? No thanks. Nah, I'm not going to do that. That'll take forever. Far too long. Can't believe no one's actually made a card box. They've literally just made cards. There you go, there's another thing people could make. A card deck that's actually in the case. Always make them public anyways. We'll make them generic. Yeah, it sounds good to me. Thanks very much. Twister, or Twisted instead of Twister. Copyright avoided. I know. It's like a twisted version of Twister. You know? It's like your right arm up the orifice of the of circle B. Of circle, the green circle, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, so I'll fill out these shelves later, because it's not really important right now. And then what I can do is I can make the second storage room. Let me just extend this wall a little bit. So this will be the third storage room, but this storage room is going to be for the unwanted stuff, you know, all the crap that nobody wants, nobody loves, nobody needs. So we'll put that, I guess, in here, because this is like the corridor outside. We'll obviously take that away. I think Nemesis is coming, by the way, better watch out. So now we're going to get some proper boxes and stuff, and we can make this room, I don't know if I'll extend it this way, but I'll definitely maybe just wider like that, because we've already got quite a lot of storage rooms. But let me see, can I just write both and it will come up? Yeah, trust you, you're the only one that's made Bovaretta. There you go, Bovaretta animatronic. This is courtesy of Small Who-Man, by the way. So any nightmares that you get, it's down to him. Look at the state of that. There you go. Bovaretta crinkly animatronic. Small Who-Man animatronics may randomly move when turned off. Right, I'm going to have to obviously change the thermal here, but before we put this in the scene. Sorry, Bovaretta, we're going to have to reduce that beautiful face to get even less beautiful. I'm sorry, it just has to be the way it has to be. Please forgive me. You will be beautiful. What happened to the hand? Is she meant to have one hand? I don't know, but she's only got one hand. I don't know what happened. She only has one hand. Right. Sorry, I'm going to reduce your face a bit more. There we go. So she can be she can be sitting in the corner. Hello, my name's Bovaretta, and I want to kill you with my lips. It's always a happy day in Bovarettaville, where people get murdered just for fun. There we go. I mean, this Resident Evil theme in the background, it fits perfectly for Bovaretta, doesn't it? Let me turn it up a wee bit so you can hear it. Bovaretta is the best toy in the world. If you don't have a Bovaretta, then I'm going to strangle you in your sleep anyway. Bovaretta. Murder is not sold separately. It comes contained with every copy of Bovaretta. Right, then we can find like a really busted up teddy bear. One that lost its eyeball and it looks like it's been, you know, destroyed. Oh, what? Did you see that other animatronic? Can't go back now. I love you, but I kind of want to kill you. Why can't I be with the other toys? I feel left out. Come on, Bovaretta, let's start a clan. Let's start a cult. What I can do is I'm going to like put real eyeballs in it. And one of the eyeballs are just like hanging down, you know, and just watching you as you move. Yay, Bovaretta time. That looks beautiful. I know, can you imagine it? We need a theme song for her. Happy, happy Bovaretta. I'm gonna kill you. I added morph suits to it if you want to check them out. Yeah, I noticed it. Yeah, I had a look. You can change, like, I don't know if you added it even more things, but you changed like the colours and the textures, and you can actually make her dance and stuff. It was in here, wasn't it? But these are all. This is all the Bovaretta controls you ever need in your life. So, not going to do Ball of Death, because some of these things break her completely. I don't really want to break her. Implode, pure white. Look, because look, you can make her like pure burnt. Look, she ain't looking so hot. Nice and crispy. She totally loses her face though. So we'll get some nice little poses here. Nice wee T-pose. Her head goes in her hand, as you can see, kind of in here, you know. Just some other poses and stuff. Where's the dancing one? There was a dancing one somewhere. Don't know, I can't find it anymore. I'm sure there was a dancing one. Oh, it's up here. Do you want to see her dancing? Bovaretta, show her those moves. I'm gonna kill you with my dancing. That's what happens when you turn on the power. Creepy. Turn her off as well. At least you don't get to see the face. Can you imagine that? You know, you turn it on and it's like, I am Bovaretta. I am here to dance. Dance the tune of creepy happiness. Doesn't this just cure you of all your horrible diseases? If not, I will kill you anyway. Random movements. What does that do? Who knows? Who knows? Malfunction. Oh look. She's breaking. So there's a nice wee control system here, so I can readily use that whenever I need to. I added morph suits to. Oh, the morph suits. Yeah, they are in the microchip. Yeah, yeah. She's broken. She's missing a hand because she's old. Yeah, I can kind of see the blood or the rust, kind of coming from it. You know, makes sense to me. Damn, how old is she? I know you got to check first, right? What the fuck? I know it's very weird. I can. Did she move her head? I'm sure she was facing straight a minute ago, and now she's facing this way. I do not know why. Very weird indeed. Creepy, very creepy. We all love Bovaretta. I know. The problem is we've got Bovaretta as proper statues, like Bovaretta of the hospital, Bovaretta of the garden. Then we'll get Bovaretta that looks really ugly, so sorry. But the garden one and the hospital one, they're the nice Bovarettas, so obviously we won't really be able to read this in the game, but because of the angle. So we probably will never know that's Bovaretta in the game. Unless we add like her talking like, I am Bovaretta, here to exterminate, I mean play with your children in a nice playful manner. She is actually 68 years old. Really? You'd never tell. You would never notice. How she manages to stay so hot, it's crazy. It's because her internal wiring is a bit malfunctioned. So, you know, she's always hotter than a piston. You know? That's what keeps her so hot. I know, love is in the air. Her theme song goes like da da da. The Cult of Both. Hello Scary Animations. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We've been creating like a little toy room for the kids to play around in. Going to move some of the toys around, scatter some things, break some things. Then we had like a little storage room for some board games and stuff like that. And in here, this is like another storage closet, but it's for all of the toys that are broken, basically, or they just don't get used anymore. So this teddy bear, I need to like obviously remix it, you know, rip off its arm, make fluff come out, make his eye pop out, or make his head come off, maybe. Like, I don't know how easy it is to manipulate this sculpt. If I can just like, it's like it's kind of all sculpted together. I would need to like delete it the same way I did the other day with the door. Just kind of keep going until I just have the head left, like that, you know. How do I get to these things? Are they in a different layer? Yeah, they are. So there we go. Now we've got a head that we can use. So if he lost his head, there it's there. Is this type of an animatronic? Yeah, this one is. This is Bovaretta. You can see why she's in the unwanted storage cabinet. I'm surprised they even got her through that door. They must have really forced it. Yeah, but Bovaretta is not creepy at all. I know, she's just going to watch you. Everywhere you go. Like, I'm going to make it so the character is walking around, and obviously the camera angles are changing, but all you can see is Bovaretta watching you. Like, no matter the camera angle, if it's here, 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 Bovaretta's head always watches. She's always watching you. It's going to be very creepy. She's going to be like the thing that actually makes this game into a classic survival horror game. She's going to elevate us beyond anything else that's done before. I've never seen Bovaretta in Resident Evil, so I think she is definitely going to be our trump card. Glowing eyes on them things in that room, and a full dark room. Yeah, this room should be really dark, yeah. Maybe when Bovaretta turns on, there's lights, like, you know, as well. Yes, she did. You turned on random movements. Alright, I thought I turned it off, to be honest. Maybe it just didn't reset. I'll reset the scene at the end of the stream. It'll go back to normal. Special lady, I know. Special lady for a special guy. This Bovaretta is the OG Bovaretta. Blonde, beautiful, beauty spot. Alright, red lips and a blue shirt. And really long, kind of weird arms and legs. That's the one. And don't forget those feet and those hands, you know. I don't know what the hell happened to her. What is your game about? So if you remember like the classic survival horror games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, where you had to survive and find ammo and health and avoid enemies as well, like zombies and monsters. So ours is the same kind of thing. You start on the streets. There's two different characters, each with their own campaign. So you start on the streets, you need to make your way to the hospital. The hospital has 3 main buildings, so you work around it, you complete the story, you solve puzzles, you find items and all that kind of stuff, documents you can read and blah blah blah. And then eventually you uncover this conspiracy that's involved with the hospital in the town, in the city, and then you try and put an end to it. So it's a pretty ambitious project. It's not like a Dreams project that's going to take you like an hour, like 30 minutes to an hour to finish. This is going to take several hours per character. This is a full, going to be a full proper game that you would expect to buy. Considering we are amateur game developers and we have some restrictions, this game may not be perfect by the end, but let's hope we can get a pretty high quality game, and at least we can say we made one of the first proper full games in Dreams that has 2 different campaigns, that has trophy support, and it has like unlockables, so there's lots of replayability, and has a proper story, proper cutscenes, proper acting. If you ever watched Super Alien Buddy, you can already tell that most of the voice acting, right, was pretty good. So, and that was just like a little, cartoony, jokey kind of creation. So, if you imagine once we do something a bit more serious, you can imagine it's going to be really good. Because I've seen some things in Dreams that have good voice acting, good directing and stuff like that, but I want to take it to like the next level. So now we've got like this proper game, a proper story, so people will actually be like, hey, I want to play this game, how do I get this game? Oh, you need Dreams. And then, because that's what people are always asking me, like people that don't have Dreams, they're always like, is there any like proper games in Dreams yet for me to play? And I'm like, yeah, there's some really good creations. Some of them are short, some of them are a bit longer, but I don't think there's any proper games, proper games, which is understandable. It takes a long time to make. We've been making this for like half a year, so, and we're still working away on it. But I think maybe by the end of this year and starting next year, we'll start to see a lot of big games arriving. So let's try and make this one of the best ones, hey? So we don't release this and then suddenly we get overwhelmed by much better games. But I don't think a lot of people are making this bigger scope of a game. I think most people are creating smaller scale stuff, so I think this will definitely stand out compared to a lot of other games in Dreams. And totally gorgeous, yeah, you forgot the gorgeous part, Small Human. How could you? She is beautiful, that's it. That's a nice catchphrase, you should put that on the box. It's crazy how much love Boveretta is getting this stream. I know, this is like the most love she's ever going to get. Looks interesting. Yeah, I mean, we've got lots of level designs done already, but like, if you see here, like, this is just like a rough map for like some of the... We'll just get like, what's the size of the room, what kind of objects are in the room, what kind of scenario is going to happen when we enter the room. That's all we're doing right now. Once we finish off the level design for the full game, probably mid-June, then we'll go back over all the environments and then we'll properly detail stuff, so like the floor, the walls, if we need to change any assets that we're not happy with or make brand new ones that we don't have, and we'll make a proper environment, so this will look really nice. We'll get Intra Attack out, he's another Dreams creator and YouTuber. He'll do the lighting for the scene, and it's going to be pretty good. I'll probably put like maybe like windows here, maybe, because we've got to have windows, right? Or maybe like a window here or something like that. So I can't wait to properly detail all these environments and then put all the gameplay together, and we can actually see it all working together. I think it's going to be quite surreal to see it all coming together. There's a jelly mode when you can turn her into jelly, like consistency. Combine that with the green colour, she literally turns into slime. Yeah, that could be useful for some things, yeah. Exactly, Resident Evil has never had a Boveretta as far as I know. I don't think so, I think we're a trendsetter here. Before Boveretta was a children's entertainer, she was a stripper. Oh yeah, so she went the opposite way of the career ladder. That's nice. Does a Google search. I could make some Boveretta posters. Come and have some fun with Boveretta, she is truly beautiful. Change that Twister one to Twisted, good shout. That sounds good, yeah. It's good to have non-copyrighted stuff. You should have a kid's table and chairs in there for when they want to draw. Yeah, we could do that as well. I mean, I kind of just made them draw on the floor because I'm a savage. But yeah, I could probably see if I can add like a kid's table or something. A kid table. This was a table when it was, before it was an adult. It was just a little kid. There's this. Is Jake the Pirate copyright? I don't know. Someone will need to tell me. Yeah, maybe we could put that in the corner. We can edit this part here and actually put that in the corner as well. So I'll leave it here for reference for now. Just let me know if this Jake the Pirate is copyright. I'm not too clued up on children's material, so I'm not so sure. But yeah, that's a good shout as well. We can probably put that in the corner, fill that up a little bit more. Maybe make a couple of tables, and I can just like repaint over this one. So for this one, we just need like again, we just need typical thing like some kind of boxes that we can kind of Nier music. Oh, nice. Nier has a great soundtrack, by the way. Ooh, that's a nice box. Sadly, it's Chucky, so we can't really use it. but it looks pretty cool. Realistic box. It's also a very plain box. Let me see if I can get one that has a bit more texture. Dynamite box. Well, children just love playing with toy dynamite, don't they? That could totally work. A box of tea bags. They make a tea bag box, but they don't make a box for board games. Very weird. I mean, technically you could use this, and then I could probably use this as well, because it doesn't look that one doesn't look so copyright. But let me get some of these ones. Kinda accurate hello neighbour box. What is a hello neighbour? I feel like I could use this box, but because it's called hello neighbour, if Media Molecule search for the assets and they say hello neighbour, they might think, oh, that's copyright. So I'm trying to avoid anything that has names of copyright as well. I don't really want to get done in, you know. Some creepy stuff as well. That's Bovaretta when she takes off her clothes. Yeah, like we can put stuff like that, you know. Get wee boxes with action figures and stuff. Right, let me just throw that other box down, the plain one. I think it will be fine. We'll just use some of these boxes lying around. Because I feel like I always do shelves. Every storage room has shelves, and I feel like I do it a little bit too much. So I think for this area, I'm probably going to have to... Oh, what the hell? Sometimes the box opens up, look, when the camera's too far away. That's weird. I think it's rather than doing shelves, I'll just use like boxes instead. That is weird. I don't know why it's... I know it's disappearing because I'm taking detail away, but when the camera goes far back, look, you kind of see through it. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, look, it gets even more fluffy when you take the detail out. So yeah, I'm just going to... If I keep having problems with that box, I might need to change it, but... The idea was, instead of like using shelves, again, I thought I would just use like, you know, like boxes or something, and just like... They don't need shelves, we can just like fire some boxes around, and I think that'll kind of do the job, I think. So you kind of need to go down this way. I always like to do this like some kind of maze, you know. So you have to navigate around the area. I don't like when you enter an area and it's like a big room and you can explore the whole room. I like to go in, it's kind of cramped and you kind of need to follow some kind of path, you know. So let me just extend this floor a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's better. Rather than stretching it out to make it a long room, I'll just make it a slightly wider room. So I'll take some of these boxes and I'll make it so it's like that, I guess. So it's like... I don't like how I can see through those boxes. I don't know what's going on. Whoever made this box, maybe they made the box too thin. So when you go too far, the camera doesn't see the flex anymore. Yeah, I'll definitely need to update that. So yeah, it's going to be like that. You have to run round this way, and then you come here. Just move that over to the wall a bit more, and then maybe there's an item in here, and you can also go down here a little bit, and maybe there's like an extra thing hidden there. But I can also put like more toys. I don't need to keep putting boxes down. I can replace some of these boxes with some more actual toys. I just haven't done it yet because the thermal's so high, because we've got all this stuff. I'll remix it, and then this will be its own scene. That way I can actually delete all this stuff, get all the thermal back, and then we can start to properly detail this area here. So I think we've got a good amount done. I think bar some of the details that we need to add to both of these storage rooms, the small one here and the bigger one. We'd still need to add details to them, but I think it's more or less got a good structure, so I think we're kinda good. So if you can imagine, it's like you come in, she's there, go around this way, and then the thing you need to get is maybe like here, but there's also something here as well. So like, I'll maybe open it like that, and then I could maybe like, you know, just for example, I could put like another toy or something like in here, and it's just kind of watching you from behind the boxes. And I'll probably put like a few other things here and there. Put some toys, maybe a John Jerry Steve action figure on top of one of the boxes to collect. That could be another thing as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with these 3 rooms. They need some more detail, obviously, which we'll do later. So yeah, I think that's some good progress for this part of the hospital. We're getting closer to finishing this hospital. I can feel it. One of the drawings should be Bovaretta covered in blood with some text saying Bovaretta killed mommy and daddy. Add some creepy backstory to her. Oof. I could leave a manufacturer's note for the animatronic, and you could read it, and it could give you a whole story about Bovaretta and stuff like that. It could be like a little Easter egg we could add. So it's possible to put something in about her, yeah. Yeah, Jake the Pirate is a real kids show thingy. That's a shame. I'm gonna have to delete it then. We'll find another table then. I just don't want to take any chances with copyrighted stuff. I mean, I know that looks like the Toy Story dinosaur, but it didn't say Toy Story on the text, and the actual sculpt is more like a cuddly toy. So, and it's just a dinosaur. It doesn't. You can probably get away with that. I don't know about this panda, if he's from anything. No idea. I know that's made a molecule, so that's fine. These ones, I don't know. I don't think so. But everything else seems to be pretty generic, so we should be fine. Isn't Jake the Pirate a toddler show? I feel like I recognise it from somewhere. You watch it every morning, don't even lie. Yeah, just searched it, it is. It's a shame. I thought it was an original. I thought that was a great original piece, but it's not. Hello Neighbour is a stealth horror game. Oh, so I'm not using that then. Hey man, Rock X, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We've been making the children's area of the hospital a little area where they can play with their toys and, you know, do some colouring in their colouring books. Created a wee miniature storage room for some other stuff. We need to fill it with some board games and whatever else we can think of. I'll need to do some searches and see what I can find. Stu's working on some stuff for us. Thanks very much. And then we've got the old unwanted storage room with the, you know, some of the toys that are clearly not good for purpose anymore. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with these areas so far. Seems like we've got a good structure. 21% for that box. Did it actually use 21%? Oh man, that's terrible. I'll probably change the box because I don't like how thin it is. We can see through it. It's not good. Bovaretta's favourite song is Sexy by Ben Sound. I don't know it off by heart, but I can check it out later. The box is too thin, that's why it disappears. You can fix it by upping the detail or just making it thicker. Yeah, I think thicker's better. Thicker's always better, isn't it? Because if I up the detail, then it's obviously going to make it a bit more too thermo extensive, I think. But it seems very unoptimised for such a simple box. I know, it's strange, isn't it? It's like someone rushed it. It's like the person made the box and they thought, oh, this box looks great. And they never ever zoomed out. So they never realised it was a problem until then. You can just delete the Jake Pirate drawing, LB, and keep the table and chair. Yeah, but see, if you search for the asset on the title, it says Jake the Pirate. So then, even though I deleted it in the game, the genealogy or whatever, it still says Jake the Pirate. So I'm worried that excuse me, I'm worried that they'll read it and they'll think, oh, there's copyright content in here, without actually realising that I deleted the copyrighted content. So I think it's better just to get a new table, because it was a pretty simple table and chair. I can find another one, I'm sure, and maybe get some other drawing and put it on top. Boveretta was originally made in 1993 as a children's entertainment character. Due to reasons, parents complained that she was too frightening. She was then called back. Her animatronic still resides in the Saint Movericina Hospital. Yeah, it's funny how her name is very similar to the hospital's name. You know, it's almost like the hospital created her. Just spitballing. Yeah, I mean, keep notes of this so that you can let me know, because once the stream's over, I'm going to probably lose all of this text. So it's good if we have like a document to log all your ideas together. I don't watch toddler shows. I have young nephews. Yeah, just because you have young nephews, that doesn't mean you can't watch toddler shows. I mean, you might. You know, everyone's got their taste, right? I got you. I didn't think of that. Yeah, just to be safe, because like, we're going to do a joke where we're going to put Wario in the game. You know, at the start of the game, there's like that trash dumpster where we're going to put Wario inside the dumpster, and like when you play the game, the dumpster never opens, so you'll never see Wario. It was more like an in joke, so it's like the people that watch the stream would know Wario is inside that dumpster, just as that Easter egg for people that watch the stream. But then I thought, well, if Media Molecule see Wario's in the game, then even though he's not visible, they'll be like, nah, let's stay away from this creation. I'll create a concept for it on paper, sure, whatever you like, paper, digital, whatever. A whole storyline for Boveretta. Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, if you played Resident Evil games, when you read documents, there's like several pages, so I can flick through. It doesn't have to be one page, it could be like page 2, page 3, page 4. So that's perfectly possible, perfectly fine. That's what most of my documents are going to be like anyway. You should put a white box in a dumpster that says very, very offensive words in it, and nobody will ever know. I could. If I write it in a text box, I think it could be read by Media Molecule, but if I spray paint it, then I don't think they're going to see it. They'd have to actually find it and, you know, zoom in and what's in there. See, I've always wondered, do Media Molecule have access to the edit mode of all of our creations? So if anything you publish, technically we can't remix anything, but does Media Molecule have a bypass? Can they remix every creation that goes out? I'm assuming they can do it because they make the game, right? I'm sure they've got an option just for the admins that lets them edit stuff, so like they could come into my level and actually have a look around and see what's going on in here, any inappropriate Easter eggs hiding around the place. So yeah, wow, imagine if they could actually do that. I think they can, to be honest. I remember on Little Big Planet, Steven Isbell, he actually got people's levels because he was demoing them, and he actually got their levels. He took them from the server, so they definitely have the option to do that. So I'm assuming Dreams can do it too. I mean, the only reason we can't do it is because they've built in the function that only lets you do it if you enable the remixing. But their Media Molecule, it's their game. They can easily have an option for them that lets them remix every creation. So I wouldn't be surprised if they can do it. I don't see why not, you know. So yeah, it was a good stream today. We got all the playrooms and the storage room stuff kind of done. Just need to add some more detail to both rooms, some objects, but we'll come back to that. So I think tomorrow for the stream, it's going to be a normal sized stream because I don't have to work as much tomorrow, which is good for the stream. So tomorrow we'll do the actual children's wards, so just like all the beds and stuff, and we'll get like some balloons and some other things for those rooms, and I'll create a couple of those rooms, and then if I've got time I'll also make like the main lobby for the excuse me, for the It's kind of like the reception for this sort of section of the hospital, so that'll be the next few rooms we'll make tomorrow. And then if we finish those rooms tomorrow, it means this third building, excluding the corridors, is done, which means next week we can start the underground lab, which I'm really excited about because it's completely different. We've been stuck in this damn hospital for far too long now. I think it's time for a little change, so I think next week we'll get back to the we'll get back to a brand new underground lab. It's going to be really good, and I'm excited. We're almost finished the level design. We're almost there. So we'll finish off this third building tomorrow, hopefully. On Saturday we've been playing Outlast 2 because I'm going to start playing horror or survival horror games every Saturday now, just to get us in the vibe for our own survival horror game leading up till the end of the year. And then next week you can always expect your normal play streams, more Super Alien Buddy 2 creation, and again more of this. So and I'll try and get some more videos when I've got time, try and so you can see some streams, some videos, and really take everything a bit forward, I guess. Thanks for streaming, LB. Weird topics today. I know we're in the cafeteria, we're talking about real food. Today we've mixed it up and we're talking about, you know, artificial things that we really should not be eating, but we do anyway. Yeah, nice topics though. Nice stream, man. Very Bovaretti-ish. I know, we've got to keep it Bovaretti-ish. John Jerry Steve is getting a bit jealous, so where is he? Here you go. Say goodbye, John Jerry Steve. Don't let Bovaretta steal your limelight. It's all belongs to you, John Jerry Steve. You're the original. Good stream, LB. It was fun and interesting. Yeah, it was good to stream again. So I'm going to have to head now. So I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. We'll create a bit more of the game. So give Bovaretta a smooch. No thanks. I've give John Jerry Steve a smooch there. Right in those crooked teeth. Sounds good to me. Right, so I'll see you guys later, and see you Small Who Man, see you Alpha, see you Isaac, see you Scheme, whoever, I don't know if anyone's still here. A Man Rocks, if you're still there, see you later. Scary Animations, see you later. See you later, Stu, thanks very much for working in the background on some of the stuff. See you later, Swickfo, if you're still there. See you later, Andrew Wind, if I said that right. And if anyone else is still here watching, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good times, very good times. Right, see you, bye.